What's up guys, Corey here, and today we are going to be discussing the Apple event that was held earlier today where they announced the new generation of iPhones. First, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. Yes, they are called the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus. In fact, they're even coming in the same dimensions as last year's 6S models, but they are going to be a little bit on the lighter side. Now, keeping on the topic of design, both models are getting two new color variants. One is the jet black color and the other is, just simply put, the black color. Now, shortly after the event, Apple actually came out and said that they recommend using a case with the jet black edition, which is something you don't hear a lot of hardware manufacturers say these days, especially a company like Apple who is so entrenched in their design language. The new models take away some of the antenna bands that many people thought were extremely ugly on the iPhone, and we're also finally getting water resistance and dust resistance on the iPhones. The home button also got a redesign this year, now working with the Taptic engine to give you a precise tactile feedback rather than the physical click that you're so accustomed to. Another cool addition to the home button is that it's now customizable as well. In keeping with all of the rumors, Apple did kill the headphone jack on both the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus. But on the bright side, we are getting stereo speakers for the first time ever on an iPhone. Now, even though the headphone jack is gone, Apple will include a Lightning to 3.5mm adapter inside the box, as they should have, and also inside the box, Apple's going to be throwing in their new Lightning earpods as well. Moving on to the display, the iPhones will keep the same resolution as they have the last 2 years, meaning the iPhone 7 will come in the odd 750p resolution, and the iPhone 7 Plus still comes in the 1080p resolution. As far as improvements go, both iPhone 7 models now have a 25% brighter display along with a wider color gamut for better color management and reproduction. Next, let's talk about the cameras. The iPhone 7 will come with a solo 12 megapixel camera that has an aperture of f1.8, a big improvement from the aperture of f2.2 in the previous iPhones. The iPhone 7 Plus actually gets two 12 megapixel cameras, one of them being a wide-angle f1.8 aperture, just like you would get on the iPhone 7, and the other being a telephoto lens coming in at f2.8 aperture. This telephoto lens on the iPhone 7 Plus will actually give you an optical zoom of 2x and a digital zoom up to 10x. That's compared to 5x on the smaller iPhone 7. An image using both of these cameras will be combined using Apple software, which will give you some nice bokeh through a free software update that Apple promises will be coming later this year. Both models this time around will also finally be getting optical image stabilization along with a new quad LED True Tone flash. Powering both iPhone 7s is the new A10 Fusion chip. Now, in the past, Apple has reserved its Fusion name for its Macs that use hard drives along with solid-state drives. In this case, the A10 Fusion has 4 cores, 2 of them, which will be more efficient, actually requiring 1/5 the power of the other 2 chips. The 2 high-performance cores actually run at twice the speed of the iPhone 6, while the other 2 high-efficiency cores keep the phone in low power mode when you don't need all of that power. This means that the A10 chip will provide slightly longer battery life than last year's models. Also this year, Apple finally wised up and got rid of the 16GB low-end option for the iPhones, and they're now bringing along a 32GB option for their first tier. This also brings the 128GB option to the second tier and an all-new 256GB option to the top tier. Both models are available for pre-order on September 9th and release worldwide on September 16th. Well guys, that's going to do it all for today's video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about the new iPhones. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.